Well, I'm sorry. It looked like I've ran through a washing machine. I'm up here sweating like crazy. Thought my GoPro was filming this past hour, and guess what? It wasn't. So now you gotta look at me like this, and I'm gonna review these photos. It's so toasty up here, my Meta glasses stopped working and gave me a cool down message. So I'm gonna have to shoot a couple little clips and then take them off, let them cool down, shoot another couple clips. And I only have 6 photos to review and go over for day 6. Let's loop this back around. This is day 6 for composition. I have photos, 6 photos to be exact, that we're gonna go over, kind of discuss what forms of composition are in each photo. ChatGPT, by the way, probably just catered it towards me with all the photos I take of cars and animals, but let's get this going, okay? I want you to see my password. Also, I'm using Procreate. I made a layer for each photo. I have those layers turned off, and then within those layers, I've added, what style of composition is in each photo. I can draw on the photo, do whatever. That's what I'm gonna do. Just to kind of give you an example of what we're all seeing here, okay? So, man, I might have to wear a bandana when I wear these. Rewind. First photo, I named front fender. Let's put that on. Oops. Let's take that off. All right. As you can see, front fender, just a green Jeep, or they call it Mojito green. But you can see the tire, the front fender. I really like the way the front fender looked. It just the lines on it really caught my eye. ChatGPT said, filling the frame. I did a really good job at filling the frame. As you can see, I've cropped in heavy, put all the emphasis right there on that front bumper, some on the tire, some on the hood right here. But for the most part, you know what I was looking at in the photo, and that being the front part of this fender. So, second one is foreground and depth with layers. As you can see, the foreground, super clear, crisp. As you start to go back further in the photo, you see the peace sign. It's a little blurry, not too crisp. And as you keep going back, it gets even blurrier. You can still make out what's back here in the photo, but for the most part, you can tell there's dimensions to the photo, and your eyes can depict where each piece is in the photo, whether it be in the front or in the back. Photo number 2. This photo, it is a picture of a Rubicon front seat. As I was walking by this Jeep, that white stitching on that brown leather just really popped, caught my eye. I had to capture it. Within this photo, I'm peering right through the A-frame or the A-pillar and the mirror, really coming in close to capture the Rubicon name and the stitching. I really like this shot. I was very impressed with myself for even noticing it, picking up on it. But ChatGPT says foreground, layers, and depth. You can tell the foreground, and you can tell I'm super close to the A-pillar as far as the layers go. Super close to that, and the seat is further away, hence making it clearer. And also fill the frame. I used this shot, really got cropped in heavy, right on that Rubicon stitching in that seat. Took all the other noise out besides the A-pillar, but that just gives it some depth, good feel. All right, pick number 3. As you can see, I got about 3 Jeeps, some canopies, and the 4-wheel part sign. I just really like this shot. The way the blues really popped with that yellow 4-wheel part sign, it just caught my eye, As ChatGPT said, the rule of thirds played in very well here. As you can see, I got the front tire in one of the intersections, basically the roof of the this Jeep Gladiator right here, and then the 4 on the 4-wheel part sign. So 3 main focus points of interest, and it doesn't always have to be 3 points of interest. It can just be 1, but mine happen to be right around 3. So, at least in my eyes. Also, ChatGPT said Foreground Depth and Layers. Yet again, as you can see, this picture is pretty crisp, but you can tell how the Jeeps and canopies are layered in the photo. This one being closer, middle, and then these tents right here, they're slightly after, and you can tell the 4-wheel part sign is way off in the back. All around, just great photo. This spot just caught my eye, and so I took a picture of it. Dude, this is insane. All right, this one I named the 3 Jeeps. As you can tell, 3 hoods on 3 Jeeps, front, middle, rear. ChatGPT said leading lines. As you can tell, it just kind of snakes on through with leading lines. That line helps guide your eye to where you want it to go in the photo, as it does in this photo. Your eye takes off on the Rubicon, the antisocial, the trigger warning, and a nice little swoop. It doesn't have to always be windy, twisty. It can be straight. Railroad tracks, streets, curbs, you name it. As long as it creates a line, lead line. I really like this photo. Yet again, all the colors really popped, and that's what caught my attention to get the photo in the first place. Second of all, it said fill the frame. So as you can see, cropped in super heavy on just those 3 hoods. I got their windshields in it a little bit, but for the most part, you know where you're supposed to be looking in this photo, and it's the hoods. So, all right, this photo, called it antisocial because that's what we're looking at in this photo. This piece of vinyl on the hood of this Jeep, it's just a very catchy font, and the way the black vibes with the green and the leopard print and all that good stuff. I mean, it just really caught my eye, and the way the sun was hitting it, I had to take a picture of it. So within this photo, ChatGPT, rule of thirds, as you can tell, I probably set it up a little higher, but this A would have intersected in this point right over here, or its intersection right over here on the L. No big deal. It fits in the rule of thirds, and you know what you're supposed to be looking at. Also, it says I used a form of the Dutch angle or radical tilt, which also gave the photo more emotion. I really like the tilt. I've posted some pictures on some beginner photography groups, and they've said that the tilt can actually hurt the photo because a lot of people don't. It hurts their brains or their eyes to look at it tilted. So they kind of advise against it. But yet again, it's my style. I really like shooting with that tilt. Sometimes I can make photos feel more natural that way. But I'm trying to calm down on the tilt. So other than that, I really like this photo. And all right, the 6th and final photo. Obviously, within this photo, you see I'm peering past the mirror through the window, capturing the stitching in the red ski mask. I like this photo. It just a gritty, tough. I liked it. That's why I got it. ChatGPT said framing. So yet again, I'm bringing all the emphasis to the red ski mask and the stitching in the chair. I cropped in heavy, nice, tight. I want that to be my focal point, or that to be the interest in the photo. Filling the frame, as you can tell, I fill the frame with mostly the subject, what I'm wanting you to look at. But I also included foreground and layers. You can tell the mirror's super close to me. The ski mask in the back of the seat is further away. And I'm peering through the windows, 3 layers to this photo. So Also, with filling the frame and cropping and all that, I excluded a lot of the noise in the photo by just focusing on that one subject. So, did y'all know that the Meta Ray-Bans get too hot? Mine are actually getting too hot right now. I was trying to import the video off of them, and it keeps stopping and telling me to cool my glasses down. But as I said, we did do a little rebranding, and I just appreciate all y'all being here along for the ride. And we might be small now, but we're gonna take off. I feel it. So let's just keep striving, keep getting 1% better every day, keep learning. Let's grow this. Let's grow this fan base. Let's just do it. Let's go to the top. So other than that, I will catch y'all on the next one.